Buenas tardes. Welcome. Acá estoy, a tu
Just to your right, asking a question over there.
Mucho gusto.
Nice to meet you.
Preguntarte, lo primero que se me ocurre preguntar es cómo Deep Purple, tantos años en este mundo de la música, ¿por qué siguen tocando? Esa es mi pregunta. ¿Por qué seguir?
The first question that comes to his mind is for Deep Purple after so many years on the road, why keep on playing?
It's like breathing, isn't it, really? Why breathe? Why? It's nothing else to do, really.
Porque básicamente no hay nada más que hacer y es divertido.
You know, there's a lot going on.
Hay muchas cosas por hacer.
It's very cool today. And as long as we get asked back in one place, then it seems like we're
Mientras
No se escuchan las voces de ellos.
podemos acercar los micrófonos ahí. Espera un momento.
If you reach the microphone, your voice isn't here in the speaker.
We love it. We love playing music, and we're a happy band of musicians. We get on very well. So it's not something that it's not difficult. It's very enjoyable.
No es necesariamente difícil, es muy agradable hacerlo. ¿Otra pregunta?
Hola, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Ego. Es un gusto tenerles de nueva cuenta aquí en nuestro país. Mi pregunta es, ¿qué recuerdos tienen de cuando tocaron con el señor Ronnie James Dio en nuestro país?
He wants to welcome you back to Mexico, and he wants to know about the memories that you had when you played with Ronnie James Dio here in Mexico a few years back.
Ronnie, hello guys. We've known Ronnie for a very long time.
Conocimos a Ronnie muchos años,
1972,
desde el 72 básicamente,
when he was an unknown singer.
cuando nadie lo conocía.
And he's carved out his own career. And I'm obviously very much missed.
Inició su carrera solo y se le extraña.
He's a rare person. He has a great talent.
Era una persona real,
He's also got a great, very strong personality.
era una personalidad fuerte,
And that's what made him, carve out his own career.
y eso es lo que lo hizo hacer grande en su propia carrera.
Playing live with him on stage with Purple
Tocar en vivo y grabar
was easy. He makes it
era
easy.
fácil,
Professional.
era un profesional.
Every night was great.
Todas las noches eran fantásticas
And we miss him very much.
y se le extraña bastante. ¿Alguien más?
Hi guys, nice to meet you. My name is Manuel for Just 10 Magazine. Please tell us how did you choose the name Deep Purple for your band?
How did you end up choosing the name Deep Purple for the band?
None of us here were in the band, but it was named.
Ninguno de nosotros estábamos en la banda cuando eso pasó. Así.
We joined the band in 1969.
En el 69 nos unimos a la banda.
They'd already had 3 hit albums, and
Ya
they'd
teníamos
already
3 álbumes.
with Rod Evans and Nick Simba, the previous singer and bass player. So they chose their name a year and a half before we joined.
Año y medio antes de llegar nosotros ya se había escogido el nombre. Básicamente solo fue una unión.
It's Don's turn to talk.
Entramos por la puerta y solo lo dijimos.
Once a year. Now Richie told me, he said that the name for the band, John Lord's idea was to call it Orpheus.
El primer nombre de la banda iba a ser Orfeo, que se suponía era muy artístico.
So Richie said, nah.
Y Richie dijo, no.
Well, think of something better, said John. And John and Richie quoted his grandmother's favourite song, which was Deep
Y
Purple.
John y Richie se unieron y escogieron una canción favorita de los viejos años de sus
Pues
abuelas que se llama Deep Purple.
Just came into his head.
Y así fue como llegó.
Oh. Oops.
Colours were very popular in those days.
I just want to ask you if there's any kind of secret that you have discovered during all of your journey on this for that you would recommend to new bands to stay in the making music.
What will be your inside tips for any newcomers, new bands getting on the road to stay as long as you've been playing?
Well, I would say be on time.
Básicamente estar siempre a tiempo.
or you'll miss the bus.
O se te va el autobús.
I think the most important thing is to enjoy what you're doing.
Lo más importante es disfrutar lo que haces.
If you want to be famous,
Si quieres ser famoso,
then you can pretty much do anything you want.
entonces haz cualquier otra cosa, no músico.
You get a designer and a producer, and they'll sort it out for you.
Encuentra un diseñador y un productor y eso es todo.
But if you really want to enjoy life and music, then just love it, enjoy it.
Pero si quieres disfrutar la música y la vida en la música, disfrútala simplemente.
Start off copying your heroes and then develop your own style.
No copies a tus héroes y luego haz tu propio estilo.
Hola. Hello. Sergio from Search and Destroy. Your last album was released in 2005. Do you plan to release a new album this year or maybe next one?
I'll tell you something.
Déjame
We get
decirte algo.
asked a lot of difficult questions, and most of them have to do with planning.
Siempre nos preguntan cosas difíciles y son precisamente
Deep
eso.
Purple has never planned anything in its life since time began.
Deep Purple no va a tocar nada más diferente a partir de este momento.
Which is another reason we're still going, because we can't even plan our retirement.
Porque ya no podemos ni siquiera planear nuestro propio retiro, mucho menos componer canciones nuevas.
I guess it's about time, isn't it? So
El tiempo es todo.
we're going to get together and have a writing session quite soon.
Vamos a sentarnos pronto a componer.
And if we get excited, then we'll probably have another one.
Y si se siente bien, pronto podrán escuchar un nuevo álbum.
We'll see how it goes. So there's no plans, but I think we're getting poked
No hay planes, pero nos siguen picando por atrás para hacerlo.
by various connections
Varias conexiones y gente
who would like to see another Deep Purple record.
quieren ver otro álbum en la calle.
So I think it's about time.
Así que probablemente ya sea el tiempo. ¿Alguna otra pregunta?
Sí, nuevamente la mejor bienvenida para ustedes. Yo le quiero preguntar a Roger, ¿cuál fue tu amistad con Gary Moore?
This is a question for Roger regarding your friendship with Gary Moore.
My friendship with Gary Moore was actually not half as much as the friendship that Don had with Gary.
Dice, mi amistad no fue tan grande como la que realmente tiene Don.
The closest I got to Gary was he lived very close to me
Lo más cerca de Gary es que prácticamente vivía cerca de mí,
for about a year,
por un año más o menos.
and that was probably about 15 years ago.
Hace como 15 años más o menos.
And we went out to dinner a lot, and we
Salíamos
made a
mucho
bit
a
of
cenar,
music together.
tocábamos juntos.
But he was he left, and I saw him very irregularly.
Se fue y lo vi muy irregularmente.
We played together a couple of years ago.
Tocamos hace un par de años,
But Don will tell you more about Gary.
pero Donald es más indicado para decirles en ese.
Bueno, lamentamos mucho la pérdida de Gary Moore y bueno, ustedes son personas muy cercanas a él. Y bueno, ¿de qué manera repercute ahora en la música la pérdida de Gary Moore?
Basically, they want to know how Gary Moore has been missed in music business and how that affected you personally, being close to him on your friendship.
Well, I'll miss Gary very much.
Se le extraña mucho,
He was a very close friend of mine.
un cercano amigo,
In my early days.
en los días de joven.
We made a lot of records together,
Hicimos muchos álbumes juntos
and I was always so impressed by his musicianship,
Siempre me impresionó la manera de la
his
calidad
singing,
musical, su
his
voz,
songwriting,
su escritura de letras.
and he was a very funny guy as
Era
well
un
to be
tipo muy,
around.
muy agradable y cómico.
I haven't seen so much of him over the last 5 years,
No he sabido mucho de él sobre los últimos 5 años
and I think he changed quite a bit.
y creo que cambió.
But, everyone was just, so shocked that he'd gone.
A todo el mundo nos impactó.
I mean, my phone didn't stop ringing for a week. with
Mi
me,
teléfono sonó durante una semana
phoning me up. So
preguntando sobre él.
it's going to take a lot to get used to the fact that Gary Moore is not here anymore.
Va a tomar un rato acostumbrarnos al hecho de que Gary Moore ya no está con nosotros.
To add to that, one day when he was living close to me, he came around. I had a little studio in the basement of my house.
Un día, cuando vivíamos cerca, yo tengo un estudio en mi casa y pasó por ahí.
I was working on an idea for a song.
Estaba trabajando en una idea para una canción nueva.
I had a backing track with just very basic stuff.
Tenía los tracks básicos ya incluidos.
And he said, "Would you like me to play some guitar?"
Dice, ¿quieres que toque algo de guitarra?
I said, "Sure."
Sí, seguro.
So he'd only heard it for once, and he picked up a Stratocaster that I had there. I hadn't changed the strings probably for about 5 or 6 years.
Con una Stratocaster que tenía ahí guardada, que no le había cambiado las cuerdas por 6 años.
I'm a bass player, not a guitar, so I didn't
Yo
use
toco
it
bajo,
that
no
much.
guitarra.
However, he picked up this guitar and he plugged it into a very small bass amp.
Tomó la guitarra y la amplificó por un amplificador de bajo
He played like an angel.
y tocó como un ángel.
I'd never heard the song before, and yet he found melodies within that I could never have thought of.
Sacó melodías que yo jamás imaginé se podían tocar.
After he left, I was just amazed at how he bent the notes, and I picked up the guitar to try and replicate what he did.
Después que se fue, yo levanté la guitarra y traté de replicar lo que hizo.
Couldn't move the strings.
No podía mover las cuerdas,
Which told me a lot about Gary.
lo que me dijo mucho por Gary.
Very strong fingers.
Dedos muy fuertes,
But more than that, his pitching was very, very accurate.
pero
He
todo
could
estaba
play
arriba,
everything.
en el cerebro.
But it always sounded very musical and very in tune, and I was
Siempre sonaba
absolutely blown away. I never
al tiempo.
realized what a great guitarist he was.
Y siempre estuve muy sorprendido de lo enorme de guitarrista que era él.
Hi, Omar from Rock 101. How does internet works for you? Do you find it useful, internet?
You find internet useful to portray your music? Internet.
Well,
No, no, la verdad no.
Television, when television started making music, MTV and all that,
Cuando MTV comenzó la televisión a
we
tomar
were
música,
never into that because
nunca nos gustó.
our music was somehow didn't seem right coming out of those small television speakers.
Nuestra música no nos gustaba cómo se oía saliendo de las bocinitas en las televisiones.
Hard rock has to be live.
El hard rock tiene que ser en vivo,
Has to be exciting, has to be
tiene que ser emocionante, fuerte.
and music on television is not music. It's
Música en
television.
televisión no es televisión, es televisión.
And same with internet. Music on the internet
Lo mismo en internet. Música en internet
doesn't have the same
es
quality,
no es la misma calidad.
and of course it's useful.
Es usable, claro, útil.
It's impossible to live without the internet.
Es imposible vivir sin internet.
I did an unplugged set for a radio station in London,
Hice un unplug para una estación de radio en Londres.
and it was in the kitchen.
Estaba en la cocina yo haciéndolo.
2 guys and a microphone,
Dos tipos y un
a
micrófono.
guitar and a harmonica,
Una armónica, una guitarra.
and somebody was filming it.
Y alguien me estaba filmando.
It went out on YouTube,
Subió a YouTube
and my phone didn't stop ringing.
y el teléfono empezó a sonar por décadas.
People going, wow, that was brilliant. It was
Y
fantastic.
dice, esto es brillante, fantástico.
It wasn't really.
Para mí no lo fue.
But I realized then that people listen to music now
Me imaginé entonces
with their eyes,
que
not
la
with
gente
their
está escuchando la música con los ojos, no más con los oídos.
Yeah.
Hace un momento mencionaban ese primer Deep Purple donde ellos no estuvieron. Mi pregunta es
si todavía continúan en pleito con Rod Evans por ese penoso asunto del Deep Purple falso de 1980, y si Rod Evans todavía no puede cobrar regalías por esos primeros discos de Deep Purple gracias a ese problema.
You were mentioning earlier you being coming late into Deep Purple already being formed. Is still anything going on because of the fake Deep Purple from the 1980s with Rod Evans? And there's still any type of legal disabilities or any disputes with him?
I don't think so.
No, creo que ya no, al parecer creo que no.
I have no idea.
No, no, no.
But I think that's gone away.
Creo que eso ya terminó hace un buen.
¿Ya no tiene contacto con Rod Evans?
No idea.
No hay más, there's any more contact with Rod Evans these days? You keep in touch?
Oh, God, no.
No.
I've never met him.
Nunca lo conocí personalmente.
He appears to have disappeared because I've noticed a few fans looking for him, trying to find out where he is.
Desapareció, hay varios fans que les debe dinero y los andan buscando.
I knew Nick Simper, the bass player.
Él conoció al bajista de él, pero no a Rod directamente.
Nick Simper very well because he came from West London where I lived. And,
Nick venía del oeste de Londres como yo.
He was in quite a lot of local bands.
Estuvo en muchas bandas tratando de buscar suerte antes de entrar a Deep Purple.
And he's still playing
Y él todavía toca
in pubs and clubs around London.
en clubes y en bares alrededor de Londres.